everybody, welcome back. My name is Zen. Today we're going to talk about the legendary, iconic Eleanor. Right, what do we know about the name Eleanor? Eleanor is a customized 1971 Ford Mustang sports roof, and the name Eleanor was created for a film called Gone in 60 Seconds back in 1974. The Eleanor name was also used in the 2000 remake Gone in 60 Seconds, which features everybody know Nicolas Cage, but this time it was in a customized Shelby Mustang GT500. Now over here I have the 1967 Mustang Fastback Eleanor, Gone in 60 Seconds. Of course, we all know this is not the original car. The original car from the movie, the hero car that driven by Nicolas Cage, was actually sold for $1 million US. However, this licensed replica from Classic Recreation is not going to be cheap either. It's going to set you back between 200,000 to 300,000 USD. It all depends on your specifications. Before we dive into this car, let's talk a little bit about the history of this car. How rare is Eleanor? Okay, now how many original Eleanor were built for the 2000 film set? Well, really nobody really knows, depending on the source. My research from Google says it's between 5 or maybe around 7 cars were built. But according to Wikipedia, it was between 11 to 12 cars. Now, out of that, 9 cars were shelved and 3 were built as a fully functional car. How many were destroyed during the making of the movie? Nobody knows again. But according to research from mustangandford.com, 7 were reported to have survived the filming. And now, you know only 3 fully functional cars, which one of them is a hero car and the rest is just shelved. So the numbers is very small, and that make it really special and super rare. Now that you know the history of the Eleanor, shall we talk about the specification of this car? Let's go. Alright guys, are you guys ready to dive in? So we're going to start off with the engine and the drivetrain. Now over here, what we have is a V8 5.8 liters, 427 cubic inch Ford performance crank engine with customized forged cylinder head. This engine is producing 712 horsepower with crazy 908 torques, okay? This engine is capable to push up to 1000 horsepower, but it requires really good fuel to run, and knowing to get good high octane fuel is always a challenge in Malaysia, so we prefer to run it less horsepower, and that's the only way to keep it safe. This old school engine has now been converted into a fuel injection rail. So the fuel system we have here is actually a Holy fuel injection system running with single hull pump with a stealth 18-gallon fuel cell. We have a F1R Pro charger with 3-core custom intercooler. This fella is everything. This is the guy that gives us all the horsepower we need, okay? Moving down here, we have the cooling system is by D-Cool aluminum cross-flow radiator. Next, what we want to talk about is the electrical unit, which is by MSD Induction. Now that we're done with the engine, we're going to talk about the wheels and the tires. Now over here we have a Shelby 427 by American Racing, the company that produces the wheels, and the size for the front is 18 by 8 and the rear is 18 by 11. That's a humongous for a wheel that size. Next is the stopping power. We have a 4-port caliper by Wheelwood with a 12 inches slotted cross-drill vented rotor, and the rear is the same as the front setup. We're moving on to the exhaust system. We have a BBK long tube with a ceramic coated header from the front all the way to the back. We are running through a dual 2.5 inches matte drill band all the way through to the Magna Floor stainless steel muffler. Next, we're going to talk about is the suspension. Now, as we all know, back in the 60s, suspensions are pretty much hopeless for a car like this. So today we have a custom coil-over specially made for this car for the front and the rear by Classic Recreation. Here we have the Shelby authentic fiberglass enhancement hood, and you can see this famous stripe, which we called it the Shelby GT500 rocker stripe. which is the iconic sign of this car. Here we have the Carroll Shelby famous emblem, the GT500, and then moving down here, this is what we call the Le Mans racing fuel pack, very old school. Down here, the Shelby Carroll sequential taillight. Now that we finished talking on the exterior, so it's time for us to move inside the car, okay? Let me show you the interior of this car. Now, over here, we have the Shelby, got really 1000 series high back seat, and then of course it comes with the 5-point cam lock sit belt. Right guys, come over here, let me show you inside. Guys, check this out, how cool is this? We have the Shelby signature over all the gauges, and then we have this really cool wood grain aluminum steering wheel. Look at this, this is the iconic Shelby, we call it the Cobra gear shift. Really, really cool. Right guys, now that we finished talking about the build, so it's only one thing left for us to do, which is to take her for a spin for you guys. Shall we? Sorry guys, that's not going to be possible. Sorry to disappoint you. Due to the Malaysia at this moment, we can't go anywhere. So sadly, as much as I want to take her out for a spin to share with you guys, but it's not going to be possible. So that's going to be in part 2, so we have to wait. As soon as the is over, I promise you, we'll take you for a ride together with us in this baby Eleanor. For now, that's all from me. Take care and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks, bye.